Hello Power Rangers fans and welcome back to Toku Topics. Today we have an unboxing of some Dino Thunder cycles that I purchased on Twitter. And this is fun. This is going to be a fun one. Because there were a bunch of different types of vehicles that were released during the original Bandai Dino Thunder toy line. You had the Raptor Riders, you had the Raptor Cycles, the Dino ATVs, and also that flying one, which I cannot think of the name of right now. The Hovertech Cycle? That's the one from Overdrive. But you know, the flying one that Ethan had. But for whatever reason, Bandai, who cares which ones every Ranger had in the show? Because with the Raptor Riders, it was just the main three that had it. And then for the Dino Cycles, it was also the main three. The ATVs, Black and White, had it, and then that special flying one, Ethan had. But for the Bandai toy line, they gave every one of them to all of them, basically. There was a Twitter user, Sabukin Ranger, who was selling a lot of the Dino Thunder bikes. Interestingly, one of each type. So we don't have all the Raptor Riders or all the Dino Cycles or whatever in here, but we do have one of each of the four types. And it's a pretty good assortment, with three of them being actually accurate. So to who used them. So that's pretty cool. And I think that these should scale possibly with the Lightning Collection. I know some old Bandai bikes actually do scale pretty well with the Lightning Collection. So we're going to take a look at that. So obviously these do actually come with their own original figures. So that's actually pretty cool. But so if, the Lightning Collection doesn't work, it doesn't mean we don't have anything to work with this year. But this is going to be kind of a two-part video because right now, you're probably not seeing this for a while because I have a lot of videos scheduled for December, and this is going to be out there at some point. But this one is being recorded over the weekend of Thanksgiving, so I'm here at my house right now, and I don't have any of my Dino Thunder Lightning Collection figures. So this kind of first part, we'll be taking a look at every one of these cycles, and then we'll take a look at them with the Lightning Collection. So first of all, and these are all in really good condition, here is the Raptor Cycle for the Black Ranger. And even though this one never appeared on screen, I really dig it. So you have this chomping action there. I like the design of these already, but I also just really like the color scheme that this one provides. But yeah, these are pretty big, so these might work with Lightning Collection, possibly. But yeah, I like that chomping action there. And really good condition for being, how many years old at this point, So, oh wait, what does this do? Huh. So it has a little bit of a collapsible kickstand. So there is the Raptor Cycle. This one is one of the ones I was very excited for, which, oh boy, this has a lot to it. So here is the White Ranger's ATV. So the Dino Thunder White Ranger, one of my all-time favorite Ranger suits. And he actually did ride this in the episode. This is what he used to trick Tommy to get on the Black Ranger one that was out of control. He had the White Ranger one. So this is that. And pretty good. Wow. Okay. I had no idea that was going to fly off like that. Here we go. So here's Ethan's flying cycle, which this one looks really cool. So it has kind of the hover mode, or whatever. And I'm assuming, can you wind it up or do you kind of just spin it? Because he would fly around like that. But then there was also a cycle, so it can rotate like that and such. And it kind of had that flight mode capability where this would move around and such like that. And he would kind of stand on it, I think, up there. So this one does have a kickstand as well. So we got a little army here. And since I described what all four of the types were, I'm sure you can guess what the last one is going to be. So that is going to be, keep grabbing all the figures, but I want to get all the bikes out. Ooh, this one's really nice. Wow, I really like this one. It has a good amount of articulation and such. It's the Raptor Rider, which this leg is it backwards? Oh, okay, no. There's a foot missing and a tail missing, which I'm assuming are in the box somewhere. But, wow, even the mouth opens. You don't see that kind of quality on, toys today, But it has, head articulation and everything. We'll take a look at these in more detail in a minute, once we kind of get everything out of here. But, that's the four of the cycles. Let's see. There's a couple, pieces of figures and weapons and such floating around here. Alright, so we got our Black Ranger figure first here. So this is, they have such tiny helmets compared to these giant monstrous shoulder pads that they have. So that's the Black Ranger figure. Let's see. We got, I see the rest of them. We got Trent's figure. Which, look at that, they painted the visor. They got it right in 2004. There's Trent. And then we got Ethan. So there is Ethan there. They'll all have these gigantic shoulder pads for some reason. And will he stand? Come on. Come on, Ethan. Maybe he'll stand. Come on. You're embarrassing me here, buddy. And then we got Connor. Right here. Who doesn't have giant shoulder pads. I don't really know why. So, whatever. But that is here. Oh no, there goes the Raptor Rider. We were doing so well. This is like the first Dino Thunder toys that I own, which is weird because it's my favorite season, but these are like the first toys that I actually own that are from that show. So I'm really happy to get these. So huge thanks to the deal I was able to get from you, Sabukin Ranger, if you're watching, because this was great. I really appreciate this. So we're going to look at all these cycles individually and such like that. We're going to compare them with the Lightning Collection versions, and we'll kind of just figure out all the features of everything here. Unfortunately, you probably noticed I didn't get any of Kira's vehicles. She did get vehicles, I just didn't get any of hers. But, I mean, just because I got these doesn't mean I'm opposed to trying to track everybody's versions down. Maybe if I could actually get Kira's proper one of this, you know, since, you know, Tommy didn't ever have this bike. This one was the only toy exclusive one that I got. These three were in the show. So, you know, I can get the other four of those, or I could try to get, like, the other ones of these, or, you know, you get it. I think they even made versions of the HoverTech one, which I know is not the name of the cycle, but I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. And I'm going to put it on the screen every time, and I'm never going to remember it. But, yeah. Alright, so here is the Lightning Collection counterparts with their Bandai bikes here, and, you know, I don't have them on there yet, but just, like, standing next to them, I think the size looks pretty nice. Like, you have Ethan with the Hovercraft cycle. I did figure out the name. The Hovercraft cycle. Like, if you just kind of have them posed next to it, it looks awesome. So we'll kind of take this like one step at a time. So we'll move Trent, and we'll move Ethan out of the way here, because I want to see how these are going to look when they're, you know, being ridden by by their associated ranger. So here we are with the Raptor Rider, the red Raptor Rider, and Connor. And I do think that this one might work somewhat well, possibly. Let's see. I'm terrible at posing figures. So we'll see if I can. I might want to bend his arms a tiny bit. And the Raptor Rider's trying to move all over the place. So there's that. And I don't know if he's going to grip in very nicely or very tightly. Let's see. Like, where would the Rangers put their feet normally? That might be reasonably close. Possibly. Well, he's not kind of sitting back there. There we go. If I kind of put his arm or his leg off to the side a little bit and kind of have it positioned upward, and we'll kind of make his mouth open, because he's very nicely articulated, the Raptor Rider like figure. His right hand does not want to clip in very well. I think that one works. Connor on the Raptor Rider. That's actually looked pretty neat. I mean, is it perfect? No. He probably should be sitting back a little bit more. Maybe we can angle it a little bit more, possibly. It just doesn't really want to reach up all the way, you know, unless I have him like that. But, yeah, I think that that's definitely passable. So if you want to get an old Raptor Rider to put with your Lightning Collection, you know, Dino Thunder Rangers, I think that would work pretty well. So, Raptor Rider, I think, is going to get a pass. All right, so here he is. This one I can already tell you is probably not going to work very well, as well as the Raptor Rider at least. So see, he's going to be kind of like this. And then maybe bend his arm a little bit. Clip it in. I don't think any of these bikes are like horribly scaled. I just don't think that they work like, you know, the best. Because, I mean, they're not 6-inch figure bikes. They're like 5-inch figure bikes. And I can't even get Trent to hold on to either one of the handlebars. So, bear with me here. There we go. I had a grip on this one for a second, and then he lost the grip. So, I forgot that launched off, so that just shot me in the chest. What do you guys think? Not perfect, once again, but also, I think it kind of works. I think the bigger kind of bulkiness to the bike, I think, is what kind of makes this work reasonably-ish. I mean, his feet should be more on the pedals instead of like behind the pedals. But from a distance, I think this would definitely work. So I like that. I like that a lot, actually. So yeah, all right. I think I'll also give that a reasonable pass. So next we have the hovercraft cycle. We'll move Trent off to this side. And we got Ethan from good old Wave 8. So, well, I guess there's kind of two ways we can do this. Because, like, how does this hovercraft mode work? So the hovercraft mode is like this, and then he, like, stands on it or something. It looks like, does this go up for the hovercraft mode? Yeah, I think so. And, could you imagine if the peg holes were the same? They definitely are, most certainly not. So, okay, so hovercraft mode, definitely not going to work. But then again, I never would have thought that it would. Oh, that's how that works. Oh, wow. Look at that. I did not realize that earlier. That's cool. Anyway, we're going to have to do it in the cycle mode, which, I mean, that was to be expected. So, if we can get Ethan on there. They all, like, sit down on here pretty easily. Or pretty nicely. I mean, the figures they came with are only supposed to be like an inch shorter than Lightning Collection, give or take. So there really shouldn't be that big of a, problem getting them to sit on there. It's just kind of a matter of, finagling everything around. Ethan's really he's not really sitting there. All right. Once again, I kind of have them all in kind of the same sort of pose, but I don't know, guys. I think it's kind of working. I thought it would maybe not work this well, but overall, I am pretty happy with that. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that these cycles pair nicely with the Lightning Collection? I mean, obviously, they're not Lightning Collection cycles. It'd be cool if we got, like, official Lightning Collection cycles, but this would definitely be a good stand-in for now, I think. So, once again, huge thanks to Sabuken Ranger for providing these, for giving me a good deal on these. I'm really happy that I was able to get them. Yeah, I think this was a fun little video. Just wanted to try it out and see kind of how the old Bandai toys mixed with the new Hasbro Lightning Collection, and I'm pretty happy with that. And also just get some retro Dino Thunder toys, because Dino Thunder is my favorite Power Ranger season, and I don't actually own any toys from the actual show until now. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, you can follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey or LightningVigPR, and I'll see you all next time.